Today we're checking out that new Ryobi 1.8 GPM Automotive High Flow Pressure Washer, the long-awaited advancement in Ryobi pressure washer technology. We all know Ryobi 1600 has been the GOAT for a long time. They stopped making the GOAT version, they started making the 1800 version, and now they've made this one the 1.8 GPM. How many pressure is it saying? I think it's like 1200 PSI, because the PSI isn't really important. In automotive, we're looking for higher GPM because that gives you higher foam, better rinsing, that kind of deal. If you're a mobile detailer, the lower GPM ones actually help you out a little bit, saves water in your water tanks, that kind of deal. But for us home garage, shop kind of detailers, this pressure washer might be a game changer. It rang up at $149. It rings up at $149. Sales tax here was $14, so $163.30 here in Louisiana. And so far what came in the package, I'm really impressed with. Great little package here for 150 bucks. Comes with a little rinky-dink foam cannon. We'll test it, of course. It does look improved from past versions of this. I think everyone's seen one of these. It comes with the cheaper type pressure washers sometimes. They suck. Comes with a good looking gun though. Look at this, ergonomic and everything. Real light. Ooh, it's got some good feel to the trigger. I like that. Comes with the detachable wand. That's real cool. So that is a nice little setup there. Quick release. Very cool. Comes with the handle you got to put on. Let's see here. Oh, yep, there's the screws. Okay, the tape keeps the screws in. Then you untape it. The screw should pop out. Let's put our little handle on. Or you can keep the handle off, however you want it. I'll go ahead and put it on. So this is basically the only assembly you need to do. And while we're screwing that in, it comes with the hose, which is actually 40 foot, I believe. So a really big hose. And what we're gonna do with that is throw it in the sun and get that warmed up. So when we uncurl it, it should be more pliable, that kind of deal, and we'll straighten it out. And once it's kind of heated up and we straighten it out, its memory should change to being straight instead of curled up. So hot tip there is put that hose in the sunlight if you're going to use it. Now I have a 100 foot, Cobra Jet, good hose. But we are gonna test the standard kit today. We're gonna hook the normal hose up, try the gun, try the foam cannon before I set it up, how I'm gonna set it up. Now, when you're going into the store, what you're looking for is this box. So look for 1.8 GPM. Of course, that's the big tail sign, but also it's called the Automotive High Flow Pressure Washer. Has a nice car on it and everything. So pretty straightforward, but you get in there and all the Ryobi boxes do start to blend together, so it's kind of tricky. And I think this one was right beside an 1800 PSI one, so the 1.8 and the 1800 can get a little confusing for you. So that's what you're looking for, is 1.8 GPM automotive pressure washer, and it's got a car on it. So that's what you're looking for when you go in Home Depot. $149. You also get the nice rubberized tips. What is this, 25 degree and 15 degree. So we'll be mostly using the 25, but that's a nice little extra there you get in the box. All right, so we're unhooking our hose here. It's been warming up for a couple minutes, and we're just gonna unravel it. So you can see the memory in this thing is coiled up. So what we wanna do is get this memory kind of out of the line. So we're just gonna start straightening it out into the direct sunlight, and it's gonna heat it up and change the memory of the hose. I'm kind of liking the feeling of the quality of the hose. I think it feels pretty good. So we're just gonna straighten it up as much as possible as it heats up. And we'll hook this up in a second. And look at that. So I can get to the end of my driveway. That's never been done before with a stock hose, so that's quite impressive. Ryobi stepping it up for the car washers out there. That's what I'm talking about, Ryobi. All right, we're gonna let this hose cook a little bit longer while we set up the rest of the pressure washer. So if you didn't know, my AR died, so we've been running the Westinghouse. This thing's a piece of junk. So, and Keeve has tested it before, definitely lying on the GPM. So Ryobi was much more accurate, but we'll test it here too and see how it stacks up. And if we are getting pretty close to that 1.8 GPM, that kind of deal. But I gotta turn off the water and then I'll hook up Ryobi. Oh, I also found the 40-degree nozzle. It was wrapped up like a Christmas present, but we found it. All right, throw that over there. All right, so we have our garden hose quick connect. We're going to put on the back of the pressure washer so we have quick connection with our hose. And I'm not gonna wall mount this quite yet or nothing. I'm just gonna keep it on the floor since we're testing kind of the stock components at the moment. Then we can take our Flexzilla hose, which runs to my water hose, runs through the spotless water system that doesn't work, so I'll show you the PPMs we're running before we start testing. And then we'll take our stock hose here. You can see now, after being in the sun, it's all malleable. The memory isn't all like coiled up, it's straight now. And we're just gonna put that directly on. In the future, we'll change to the good hose and put quick connect on it. But for now, that'll work. Next up, we gotta attach the gun. So our gun here, just pop this little plastic cap off the end, which is protecting the threads. And we just shove that in there and we thread the plastic connector on. And boom, check that out. Quick, fast setup. Let's go with the 40-degree nozzle. Check this out. That's pretty awesome. So now we just turn the water on and then we'll get our first impressions. Here, let's purge the water. We have power to the water supply. Check for leaks. Make sure you ain't got no dribbles or this thing, you know, will surge out of control and probably burn up. So this is what the machine looks like on the front. 1200 PSI, 1 point GPM Automotive pressure washer. On and off buttons on the top. It's got a spot for your nozzles. Bing, bing, look at that. Really cool, really lightweight. So far so good with the Ryobi. I'll purge the water for about a minute and then we'll turn this bad boy on. It's commercial time. Are you looking for a towel that holds up to 2 gallons of water? Then you're looking for the greatest of all towels, the GOAT microfiber drying towel. We're talking 2300 GSM of plush twist loop design. You can put this in the hands of anybody. It's gonna be super safe and the most absorbent towel on the market, made with a super high quality 70/30 South Korean blend. This thing can hold a whole bunch of water. And I'm talking nearly a full 2 gallons of water sucking action. So if you're looking for the GOAT, I'll drop the link below at the House of Rags. Go check it out. All right, that was my way of showcasing that right here is exactly 2 gallons of waters at the 8-quart line. And now let's turn this bad boy on and see how it runs. All right, pretty quiet. That was a pretty nice startup there. Usually the old one's like, Rah! So still got a whine to it, but you know. All right, let me get the stopwatch out. Not too bad on the noise levels, what I'm trying to say there. All right, stopwatch, and 1, 2, 3, go. We got some air in the line, air in the line. All right, let's change up the attack pattern here. All right, I'm gonna put a grit guard in it. Maybe that'll keep some splashback from happening. Also, let the air run a little bit longer. I think all the air bubbles are out now. All right, let's try again. Get the stopwatch out. And start. And 1, 2, 3. Bam. Let's So right at a minute, and let me get you down here. So there you go. That's probably about 1.6 GPM. That's about where Kiev measured it. So I'd say that is that's pretty impressive. Definitely way more flow than the old school Ryobi 1600s, which would be, you know, barely a gallon. So pretty good. That's as advanced as my testing is gonna get for that. If you want more, of course, Kiev and Josh did fantastic reviews on the pressure washer. So let's get to my point of the video. Taking it to Foam Town, actually seeing it wash a car. Let's do this. All right, so just to showcase the PPM we're working here in the swamp. Let's turn this on, check out how it's doing today. That seems pretty good. Let's run the water through it a little bit. So someone must be doing a pretty good job upping up the Kashada water quality or something, because we're at a really nice PPM today, 150. That's not too shabby at all. So all right, well, that's what we're looking at with today's test, according to my TDS meter on the spotless system. All right, when it comes to the foam cannon test, the Ryobi's max is 750 mils. So I got that to the max on the Ryobi, and I'm going to match it with, of course, the Quiver foam cannon. So I got it at about 750 mils. Oh, let me turn you around here. So 500's there, 6, 7, about halfway up the 700 to 800 meter mark. And the shampoo we're going to be pairing it up with is that Clean by Panda Organizer. Smells amazing. We're going to do about 40 mils. It's a little over an ounce. Seems like a nice round number to try. Get that measured right. Yeah, I think that's about right. So about 40 mils of Clean by Pan, and then going in the Ryobi, which I'm not expecting much from the Ryobi foam cannon, but we'll test it anyway in case you want to use it. I'm sure it'll do good enough. And 40 mils Clean shampoo going in the Quiver foam cannon at 750 mils of water. The Ryobi has a nice quick turn, also has the filter tube. Has a small rinky-dink hole size, which isn't fun, but has a nice quick turn detach system, similar to the MJJC foam cannon, so that's pretty nice. And then the Quiver you turn on, get those chemicals nice and mixed up. And now we're off to the races. Let's do the Ryobi first. Bam, look at that. Nice little pretty package there. Let's turn the foam knob to max, which is the opposite way it normally is actually. So be careful with that. It says soap plus that way. So let's just turn that on. We're all charged up now. Ryobi foam cannon. 40 mils pan shampoo with the Ryobi, whole Ryobi setup, hose and everything. You see the hose is doing real good now that it's all malleable and stuff. All right, we got the Clean shampoo in the Ryobi foam cannon with the Ryobi full setup, even the hose and the pressure washer there. So this is full Ryobi. This is what it'll get you with about 150 TDS of water. And you know what? I'm not too disappointed with that. I'd actually do it. Can you turn this? Let's see if you can. Okay, I think you can. All right, so now I got it vertical. Yeah, this will definitely do the job for you. It's not the worst I've seen. But of course, you're not gonna get the shaving cream, and you can see the more runny side with protected areas might sheet a little faster. But all in all, that's not horrible. I'd say that's not the worst in the world. Better than I think the Armor All foam cannon even. All right, now we got the 40-degree nozzle. Let's give it the rinse. Oh yeah. Wow. That is a good bit of water. That is impressive. Look at that. This is actually infinity right here. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. That's impressive. This thing isn't very loud at all. I mean, look at here. I'm impressed. Wow, mic drop moment right there. That's killer. Let's try the, what is this one? 25 degree. Let's try the 25 degree nozzle. Let's see what happens here. All right, 25 degree nozzle. Always shoot over there first. Clicks in really well. Look at that. Dang. That's awesome. Next up, the Quiver Foam Cannon, Ryobi Automotive Pressure Washer. This is the main event. So, let's see what it can do. The Ryobi Quiver connection is in the house. Let's get it. Evil laugh. It's not moving. I'm speechless. This Ryobi is a complete banger. 40-degree nozzle back in. 3 pans, dual layer foam technology. Very nice, very nice. Ryobi Automotive Pressure Washer, 1200 PSI, 1.8 GPM. Kind of crazy, pure insanity. Ryobi really stepped up for the automotive industry at a fantastic price. Josh V has his work cut out for him, making the Quiver pressure washer, but as you can tell, if it's anything like the Quiver foam cannon versus the Ryobi foam cannon, he's gonna knock it out the park. But the Ryobi foam cannon that comes with the pressure washer setup, not too shabby. I would totally use that if it was my first foam cannon for a little while, until it got clogged up or something before upgrading. You get the nice rubberized tips which I was really digging these. So 25 and 40 be the ones you mostly use in the deal. Has a nice little place to store them on the back of the pressure washer. Comes with the extendo wand. If you got the bigger vehicles, do the roofs, RVs, boats, that kind of deal. Do the wheels, stand away from them, kind of that stuff. It's curved, so you can get even under the undercarriage a little bit better. I mean, tremendous, tremendous. Ryobi knocked it out the park, man. Knocked it out the park. Even the hose, I'm really impressed with this hose. Is it the greatest hose in the world? No, but it's a lot better than the normal ones. You get 40 foot of it. Like I said, put it in the sun, and it'll become malleable, and then it straightens up really nice. You can see the memory is straight now. So you just got to fix the memory. And the gun was really comfortable, by the way. Super lightweight, really comfortable. Ryobi, I'm giving it like 3 thumbs up. I don't know, this is the first 3 thumbs up review. I don't know, but there you go. When you're ready to upgrade, of course, you got to check out that quiver foam cannon, that kind of deal. Let's turn that off. Josh V's got a pressure washer coming out, and Ryobi stepped it up though. This is tremendous. I'm gonna run this till it dies. So stay tuned to see it, you know, its performance in full details, and see how long it lasts. Put your bets down below, and maybe we'll win a prize if you nail it exactly. I know someone already said I give it 12 good months and then it's dead. We'll see. I have high hopes for it. You know, it's not loud at all, so it'll be perfect for mounting in the garage and keeping it in here while we go in the yard to wash the car, that kind of deal. It won't be that loud or nothing. So what a tremendous, tremendous unit this is. I am super impressed, and Ryobi did it. Big round of applause. That's all I got on this one. Shout out to Home Depot. Go check it out. I'd say it's a must buy, must try. Go to Home Depot, pick you one up. It's worth it's definitely a phenomenal backup pressure washer. So just to have one in the box sitting around, if your AR, if your Kranzel needs a little maintenance, you can pop in the Ryobi, and you're gonna still be able to wash your car with tremendous success. That's all I got on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.